Hi.
Hello and hello.
Hey, everyone.
Sitting over here thinking I was going to be Alex, and you turning me into Vanna.
Just sit there and spin the tiles, bitch.
And we're deducting 200 from Shio right off the bat. Hey, this is a celebrity Jeopardy, all right? You know, and you ain't Connery, so
You're just using your white privilege against my cheetah species. I should start with 1,000 plus points.
okay. So negative 1,000 for being a furry, Johnny. You're not off to a good start today, sir. All
Okay,
right.
come in a little bit. Whoa.
Did not go
Pornhub. Which version of Trivia Pursuit? Okay.
Now remind me, who picked the first question in the game? How did they determine that again? We probably should have done some homework on this, Johnny. I mean, didn't you bring this up like a month or two ago? Wasn't Trebek still alive when you had this idea? I tell you what. How about this? Since I'm, the host, Terry, you're the furthest one away from me geographically speaking. You pick first.
Okay.
Hey, J Kid.
I'll go game time. Do I have to pick a dollar amount, or do you go from the top to the bottom?
Yes, you pick a dollar amount.
Right. Game time for 100 then.
Game time for 100. This controversial baseball player sued when his likeness was placed on bogus $70 bills.
What is Mark McGuire?
And the answer is
Spelled wrong, but
so. Shio, you have the board, sir.
follow up 200.
This tennis player stated that his son would beat Pete Sampras at tennis. I've got genetics on my side, he said. Who is this person? And do we not have a timer, Johnny? Oh, no, I can't say. Okay, 10, 9. There you go. Pretty sure it would take Ken Jennings this long, fellas.
Okay. I did not know that.
That is hilarious, considering the fact that Andre Agassi went bald.
300.
He had genetics on his side. All right, so Shio, you still have the board.
Let's go to 3.
Game time for 300. Once located in Tokyo, this sports team is now known as Nippon Ham Fighters. You had to pick something that sounded weeby, didn't you?
What is baseball?
That is correct.
Of the NPB.
Competitive eating and baseball, the national pastimes of Japan.
Game time 4.
And Shio's trying to clear out this. So this feature was added to the soles of Street Flyer sneakers to add lift. Really need to cut this in half, the timer. Starting at like, what, 20 seconds? What are wheels?
I think that's the little air bubbles, but
I would have said pumps. Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking pumps, but I didn't think it was right, so I didn't bother trying.
So game time for 500. Closing out the... In a bout known as Crumble in the Jungle, this fighter lost to Nassim Raham by KO in the 5th round.
Oh, I don't know. I read it wrong.
Oh,
Okay. So,
Lennox Lewis?
the answer was Lennox Lewis. So, Shio, now that we've got that out of the way, what's the next category we're going with?
Because you didn't really do the full-on Jeopardy. What are the individual categories for?
We have global view, sound and screen,
So like geography.
Yeah, news, the written word, and innovations.
Okay. Let's go global view 1.
Global view for 100. Peter Ustinov once described this city as New York as run by the Swiss. Hey, Addy. Maybe I should have control of the buzzer, too.
Isn't it just New York with an accent over the O?
Describe the city as New York as run by the Swiss. And looks like we're out of time, Johnny. Toronto. Our resident Canadian did not know that. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
Oh,
Let's go sound and screen 100.
Sound and screen for 100. The TV dramedy that never recovered when Aaron Sorkin wrote Robert Guillaume's real-life stroke into the script.
Why not?
Do, 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 do.
90210?
I'm sorry, what was that?
90210?
That is incorrect. Della or Terry, either of you hazard a guess?
nope.
What is The West Wing?
Oh, okay.
No? Oh, that was a heart attack. That was a different guy. So, see, even the host got it wrong. What is it, Johnny? Sports Night.
Can't say I watched it.
So it was kind of like it was based around like Sports Center, pretty much. So, moral of the story is don't go working for Aaron Sorkin if you have any coronary conditions. He will
Agreed.
kill you.
Apparently.
So,
News for one.
news for 100. Well, considering this is the 20th anniversary edition, this is probably old news. Oliver North gave this title to his public opinion survey on his radio show. Quotation or parentheses clever.
For my time.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think anybody on this stream tonight listened to Oliver North's radio show.
I did not.
The North Pole. Ha ha ha.
I just buzzed in too. I just buzzed in to guess that. Damn it.
I thought it meant it started with the word clever. Like that's what I thought the saying clever something was the hint.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Written word one.
So the written word for 100. In the white trash cooking recipe for a high calorie pick me up, this beverage should be added. J Kid does make a valid point. So if it was a clue hint, it would be in quotations, not parentheses.
What is tequila?
No, I've got no idea.
Pepsi.
I was actually thinking Coke, so I'm glad I didn't buzz in because I would have been close but wrong.
Well, I think that that's also like a regional variation too, because like for me and Gio, everything's Coke pretty much in Texas and Oklahoma.
Mm-hmm. Let's go innovations one.
Used to encourage sleep, one would simply add this oil to bath water, according to herbalists. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Can we get the buzzer, Johnny? Oh,
I'm gonna take a wild guess and just say what is lavender? Woohoo!
all right, Della. So you have the board. What are we going with?
Let's go for innovations too.
Innovations for 200. The term for a technical standard for accessing information over a mobile wireless network is known as WAP, or this in its long form. Get your mind out of the gutter, folks.
Mm-hmm.
What is wireless access protocol?
I was going to say wireless access point.
Wireless access panel?
Yeah.
And
You guys all got hung up
Rachel,
on the
the
P.
typing you're hearing is my wife typing in the background.
Work it.
Not judging.
So, Della, I believe you still have the board.
Right, let's go written word for 200.
In 1995, this best-selling author won $683,500 for the family of a brakeman upon returning to lawyering.
Fuck's a brakeman?
Well, the time has run out, so John Grissom, guys.
Ah, okay.
He does all the legal dramas. The
Okay.
Firm, Runaway Jury. They turned a bunch of his books into movies. So
Let's go Innovations 3.
innovations for 300. This automotive company launched the EV1 in 1996, built as the world's first electric car.
What is GM? General Motors. E. Continue the category 400.
Web.archive.org borrowed this name from Mr. Peabody and Sherman for its online collection of defunct websites.
I can't buzz in. What is the Wayback Machine?
Oh, of course.
That is correct.
And 500.
This appropriately named film was downloaded by 4 million internet users in June 2001. The 90s and 2000s. Anybody got any guesses? Buzz in now. Snatch.
I was thinking of Metallica and Napster, but
I was
movie.
thinking along the lines of like Abby Hoffman, like, maybe something titled "Steal This Movie" or something. So
also
Shio, you
News, News 2. Herb.
Martin Luther King Jr.'s son planned to build one of these at the King Center for Nonviolent Social Change. Civil rights leaders objected. Well, unfortunately, we are not playing Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, so there is no phone a friend. Terry, Della, either of you had a guess?
Nope, I have
Nope.
no idea. Okay.
An amusement park.
I would not have guessed that.
Oh, can you imagine the fun they would have had on the water slides?
See, I was going to say a news, but I knew it was wrong. Oh, God damn it.
Well, since nobody got it, Shu, do you want to pick the category, or do you want to?
300. Yeah.
This presidential candidate used the phrase "giant sucking sound" to describe the loss of U.S. jobs to foreign lands.
It's wrong, but I just want to say Kamala Harris.
Do we have any serious answers?
I'm gonna go ahead and just for funsies say Obama. Good.
And I think Shio's still on his phone call, and we're already out of time anyway, so go ahead
Al
and
Gore.
reveal.
That's a really interesting museum here, but
Are you looking up the Martin Luther King?
no, H. Ross Perot has a really interesting museum in the area.
Oh, I thought we were going back to one of the former questions. Well, Shio, nobody's getting any of these questions right, so you still have control of the board.
News 4.
News for 400. One only needs to earn this feasible amount of money in order to make it to the bottom of the Fortune 400 in 2001. Any guesses? We'll go Price is Right rules. Closest one without going over. How about that?
What is 100K? Good.
They only give you 3 choices on the card?
Usually it's 4.
I mean, hell, every standardized test I had in school was at least 4.
What the hell? I'll go 6 million.
Confused. 600 million.
Because that is totally feasible, folks.
Well, that's why
I
I
figured-
picked the lowest amount, because it was feasible. It had to be like manageable.
So,
500.
Shio, you still...
News
I also
5.
picked up buzzers.
So we're going with old news for 500. This president was ticketed with a DWI while drinking with an Aussie tennis pro, John Newcomb.
Scribe Light, president of the Bondage Club.
I think you got to buzz in first, Harry, but...
Well, I don't want that to be my actual guess. So.
We do have an answer from the chat. The J Kid says, "Who is all of them?" That would be very impressive for Mr. Newcomb to drink with all of them. But the answer is George W. Bush.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So, Shio, where are we going next?
Sun and Screen 2.
Sound and screen for 200. This group is made of characters named Michelangelo, Raphael, Leonardo, and Donatello.
Ninja Turtles.
What? Was that in
He
the
only
front
said
the
2 of those words.
question? In the front of the question.
Well, I believe their umbrage is with the fact that Terry didn't say what is the Ninja Turtles.
or who are
Teenage
the
Mutant.
Ninja Turtles?
Well, this is not Jeopardy, so we're not going to be that anal retentive about it. So, Terry, you have the board.
Bugging.
I'll stick with sound and screen for 300.
This feminist waxed her first single, Everybody, after dropping out of college in 1982.
Yeah, but no.
I take it none of our contestants were listening to contemporary 80s feminist music.
Just because of time and feminist Madonna?
Just because she's a slut doesn't mean she's a sex-positive feminist, Shio. And the answer is
Excuse you?
Johnny.
Johnny, what the fuck?
Little help here, my friend. You hit the wrong button for
He was wrong when he was right.
he was right. He said Madonna. Yes.
Ed.
You owe him points, bud.
Yeah, you owe him points, and you owe me an apology. Making a liar out of me. That's when you ask for some
And we're not
clarification,
talking-
since we're doing this over the internet.
The 90s band, the Donnas. No. Let's go 400. Sound and screen.
This screen siren once got $10 per day to tidy up her mom and sister's tour bus, which explains how she turned into this well-rounded individual.
Calling for the Fat Joe.
We've got 5 seconds left. Any guesses?
Black lady from Ghostbusters.
It is Ashley Judd.
Okay.
She famous sister of Winona Judd and Naomi Judd, the Judds.
Let's go. Let's finish out the category.
So sound and screen for 500. This city is ruled by Auntie Entity in Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome. I know at least. Did you not reset the buzzer, Johnny?
Ella.
Well, you're all out of time anyway, so since you didn't buzz in, the answer is Bartertown. Shio.
Okay. Global View 200.
Global View for 200. I'm still disappointed that none of you guys know your Thunderdome. In this country, the percentage of children living in poverty reached an all-time low of 16%.
China? Yeah,
What is China?
good.
5 seconds left, guys. Any guesses? Shio or Terry?
Yeah.
The United States.
Global View 3.
In 2000, this city opened the John Lennon Museum. Not long after, it was shot by the Mark David Chapman Museum after hearing they renamed the address as Catcher Rye Road.
What is New York City?
I'll go Liverpool because that's where the Beatles came from.
Della, any guesses?
Time's up.
Well, I was going to go ahead and give you an opportunity to guess since they...
No, I'm good. As long as I'm in the negative, I'm happy.
The answer is Tokyo.
Okay. You know, that's exactly who you think of when you think of John Lennon and Mark David Chapman. 400.
Also, reset the buzzer.
Yes, make sure you reach the buzzer
Yeah.
first. This iconic Berlin site typically attracts 250,000 revelers on New Year's Eve. Ten seconds left, guys.
You're gonna. Yeah, I can always use more negative points. What is the Berlin Wall?
Anne Frank Museum.
It's the Brandenburg Gate.
Ah,
And finish it for 5.
Global View for 500. This Asian nation gave the U.S. fast food outlets called Elephant Jump. Not to be confused with Tess Holliday's workout video.
I put those in. Asshole.
Which Asian nation gave us Elephant Jump?
Sorry, I hit spacebar. I didn't know that worked. No.
It was Thailand.
Go 300.
This cellist was the only cellist to make People Magazine 2001 Sexiest Man Alive list.
I don't even know any famous cellists, so
Same.
Imagine a famous cellist. It's got to be a short list. Cellists.
Did you even put that on a resume?
What, being a cellist or being on People's Sexiest Man Alive list?
Yes.
Yo-Yo Ma.
okay.
What?
Yo-Yo Ma.
Wonder if he takes offense to Yo Mama jokes.
He was also, if I'm not mistaken, going back to one of the questions I got wrong earlier, he was also featured on The West Wing, if I'm not mistaken.
Yo-Yo Ma was also mentioned in Seinfeld. That's the only reason I know his name.
Yes, he was quite famous in the 90s.
Okay.
Marianne Ramsey, Police Academy star, dies at 73.
Well, with that
400.
news out of the way, 400. Okay. This memoir, Dirty Jokes and Beer, was written by this TV personality / comic in 1997.
Is it Drew Carey?
Nice.
All right, so closing out first round with 500, the written word. This 6-year-old's murder was probed in Lawrence Schiller's Perfect Murder, Perfect Town.
What is John Benet Ramsey?
Correct.
My mom has that book.
And Jake did point out that there was no Daily Double in that one, Johnny. You didn't tell me which one to use. So we have Shio in the lead with 2,100, Terry with 4, and Della with negative 1,900.
Wait, you mean this isn't like golf scores? I thought Lois would win. Fuck.
No, this is a ripoff of Jeopardy, which means you owe us money, sir.
You really want Monopoly money? I mean, you can spend $20 at the grocery store, I'm sure.
Unlike the creepy white dude from Family Guy, having underage numbers is not what you want.
Well, I mean, everyone knows about Ken Jennings winning all that money. What they don't tell you about is all the poor sons of bitches that got their kneecaps broken because they ended up in the red. So this next round, you might want to pick it up, Della.
Well, I don't know. I guess with all that money, I could buy a freezer full of popsicles.
And we're going to go ahead and deduct another 200 just for that.
Hey, he started it, man. He brought up Herbert. I mean, you bring up Herbert around me, you're bound to get me to go into Herbert's voice.
No, Rude Joe. Della is Herbert.
And yes, that's the character's name, John Herbert.
So, whenever you are ready to start round 2, Johnny, what the hell? Ah,
Oh, okay. Collecting points or having a lightsaber battle? The Schwartz.
all right.
Oh,
Now,
that's
do
okay.
we have the same categories? So,
No.
Shio, you're
Let's go.
No one pick game time because Shia knows all the sports questions.
I was just about to say game time 100.
and do remember to double the points on this round, Johnny. So, Della, you get first pick.
Well, I mean, yeah, I'll agree with Shio. Game time for 100.
All right. This California ball club won 9 of the first 14 games in which the jumping rally monkey appeared on the scoreboard.
What is the Anaheim Angels? What is the Anaheim Angels? California Angels, Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. They changed their names like 5 times since.
Oh,
Okay,
let's go
Shio.
Game time for 2.
This boxer socked away more money than any non-heavyweight boxer in history in 2001. Ten seconds.
Give the Canucks a Boxing Day.
Who is Oscar De La Hoya?
Ah,
Continue for 3.
Sports Illustrated likened this team's 41-10 annihilation of the Patriots in a Super Bowl to the British cavalry charge at
balaclava.
10 seconds, guys.
We're the Philadelphia Eagles?
nope.
It's the Chicago Bears. Duh,
Okay.
Bears.
400.
This league replaced the slogan "In the Grass" with "Kill the Quarterback," according to ESPN, the magazine.
What is the XFL?
That is correct. The XFL, owned by Vince McMahon.
Rock now. Game time 5.
Don't let the booze get you down. This president gave advice to Darryl Strawberry during a 1989 slump.
Mr. Burns.
George H.W. Bush? Hey, 89.
Is George Washington still alive?
I don't think so, Terry. Richard Nixon.
All right.
Okay, former president, but let's go news
Don't let the
one.
blues get you down.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, you were saying, Shio?
News for one.
News for 100. In January 16th, 1991, Operation Desert Shield became known as this.
It was Operation Desert Storm.
That is correct.
I thought it was.
That should have been on January 16th, not in.
Ed was there at the time, so you'd hope I get that one right.
Yeah, but that's like that seemed too obvious. So I didn't want to buzz in with that because it seemed like bait.
Let's go news two.
News for 200. Larry Little Tappy Craig and Mike Prune Juice Crapo were senators from this state. We got 5 seconds left.
I could use more negatives. What is Oklahoma?
That is offensive and completely incorrect, sir.
Offensive is a bonus. Yeah, give me the right points, bud.
If I'm not mistaken, that was Idaho. I was mistaken. I was thinking Minnesota. He was in the Minneapolis airport that he got busted, wasn't it?
Right.
That's why I always think Minnesota when I think of Larry Craig.
Put that shit on us. News for three.
News for 300. In 2001, pundit Christopher Hitchens demanded this former U.S. Secretary of State be tried as a war criminal. How many Secretaries of State can we think of, folks?
Zero.
Do 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 do.
Hillary Clinton.
That is incorrect. Shio or Della, any guesses? No?
Kissinger?
I'm sorry?
Kissinger?
Shio says Kissinger. Well, I asked them if they had any guesses. I mean, Terry had already buzzed in. Shio answered him with Kissinger.
Shit. Okay. News four.
News for 400. This Lolita got into trouble with Albion prison authorities for dyeing her hair with purple Kool-Aid. Any guesses, guys? Come on, we're thinking 90s to 2000. Nope, nothing. All right.
Not.
The answer is Amy Fisher, the Long Island Lolita herself.
Never heard of them.
You never heard of Amy Fisher?
Nope.
Part of the Long Island Lolita, but I just who?
She was a teenager who hooked up with a adult man named Joey Buttafuoco, and she got so enamored with him that she shot his wife in the face. Didn't kill her. But yes, that was a big, big story in the 90s. And now you can watch her pornography if you're so inclined.
Let's go with 5. Finish off.
News for 500. Le Nauvoo Observatoire was sued in 1997 for calling this Arab leader a poor simpleton, cretin, and a monster. Who was this Arab leader? And as a side note to the chat, Lana Bobbitt was a completely different person.
Really,
a
Johnny?
completely different story, Mr. Scott. Also horrific.
Really, Johnny? I didn't even get to lose points on that one.
You ran out of time. It was Saddam Hussein.
No, I didn't run out of time. I buzzed in and Johnny ignored me.
Go ahead and give him some negative points. He wants it, so.
I was gonna guess something completely wrong anyway, so yeah.
And since nobody came up with the correct answer, Shio still has control of the board.
Innovations 100.
All right. Innovations for 100. Rant that fell in southern India in July 2001 was this color scaring the superstitious.
Difference.
And this is why this is not Jeopardy, folks.
I'm just going to go purple for the Prince reference.
Surprised you didn't go with chocolate for the meme, Terry. Any other guesses, Shio or Della?
Red?
Huh.
I mean, it's the only
I
color
figured that was too obvious.
It's like, it's raining blood. Okay, that's what I thought they would be scared of.
Well, J-Kid, you can ask Johnny about that because he's the one that wrote up the questions. I'm just doing like Scribe. I'm just reading it as it's written. So, Della, you have control of the board.
Let's go with innovations for 5. I really want to lose some points fast.
This 2-word term did the marketing department at pharmaceutical is coin to avoid mentioning incontinence in ads. This 2-word term. What is this 2-word term used to avoid mentioning incontinence?
This bowel movement?
What is a warning label? Yes.
Terry, would you like to take a guess?
Leaky bladder. Oh, wow.
But you still get points because horseshoes and hand grenades.
Oh, seepage.
Oh, yes, yes. Della, you still have the board. Della?
Innovations for 300.
Oh, okay. This familiar tone consists of 2 overlapping frequencies of 350 hertz and 440 hertz. I don't think that's it, but good guess. Remember to buzz in first next time.
You know, fuck it. What is the dial tone? Hey.
And that is the correct answer, the dial tone. So Shio, you have
Innovations,
the board.
Innovations 2.
Innovations for 200. This planet is rapidly losing its carbon dioxide ice caps according to photos captured in 2001. So what planet was losing its ice caps 19 years ago, guys?
20 years.
What is Mars?
What is Mars?
Oh shit! Not what I was expecting.
So, Della, you have the board.
Let's finish off the category.
Innovations for 400. This name was given to Ororan to Genesis, a 6 million year old man unearthed in Ethiopia in 2000. What was the name of the 6 million year old man unearthed in Ethiopia in 2000? Two seconds left. Well, before we show the answer, I just want to say I really hope it was Starvin' Marvin. Johnny, what is the answer?
I hope it was Steve Austin. Oh, Millennium Man. So you have the $6 million man and the 6 million year old man having the same name would have been nice.
I wanted to waste my points by saying that, but
okay. Little column A, little column B, I think, J-Kid. Stella, you still have the board.
All right, let's kick off Global View for 100.
This Midwestern U.S. state puzzles postal workers with 5 different towns called Rome.
I don't even know which states are in the Midwest.
That might hurt your chances of answering this correctly, Terry.
I think it might.
3 seconds left, guys. What is Ohio?
There you go.
And that's how you know I'm not Jack Cochran, because I didn't even know that.
Call bullshit on that being Midwest, but okay.
I do believe they can. Well, we got to remember when the country was founded, the Ohio Valley was considered West. Okay, so we still have Chia? No, Della. Yeah, Della, you still have control of the board.
Let's go for Global 200.
Global View for 200. Tourists flock to see the implosion of landmark hotels in the 90s in this city. Tourists flock to see the implosion of landmark hotels in the 90s in this city.
What is Las Vegas?
That is correct.
I
was wondering how much emphasis I was going to put on landmark hotels for someone to get it.
I was going to guess Las Vegas, but I wasn't confident enough.
So, Della, hey, Pat, you have the board.
Okay, these need to get harder because I'm going to lose my negative streak here. Let's go for 300 on Global View.
This U.S. state attracts throngs in thongs to the World Knife Dance Competition. Yeah. Yeah. I think that would be a lot more fun, don't you? Yeah, in G-strings. That would have made West Side Story so much more interesting.
It's Hawaii?
That is correct.
I thought that might be it, but it was too obvious, so I didn't want to lower.
Shio, you have control of the board. Where are we going?
Global View 4.
Global View for 400. 500 native tribes convene to this state in the annual Gathering of Nations.
Camel, have you been to any annual gatherings of nations lately?
Can't say that I have, Terry.
So
there's a pandemic, don't you know? I haven't been leaving the house much.
So that rules out Oklahoma.
I can give a guess since time ran out. Arizona or New Mexico?
Which one? Which one do you want to go with?
The one that's on screen.
The one that's on screen. Well, nobody buzzed in, so nobody gets points. Shio, what are we doing?
5.
Global View for 500. This vehicle has been raced annually since 1825 in Venice's Regatta Storica.
Just because I want it to be true, gondola. Yes.
I mean, yeah.
All right, Terry, what are we doing?
Sound and screen for 100.
For $100, sound and screen. Tipper Gore was none too pleased when Darling Nikki was released in 1984 by this artist.
Who was Prince?
That is correct. The queen of the parental guidance sticker herself.
Feeling good.
I'm sorry, what are we doing now, Shio?
Sound on screen 2?
Jeff Goldblum was joined by Jim Carrey and Damon Wayans okay, seriously, Johnny? 4 as aliens for this comedy filk.
Why?
Maybe, yeah, Shio, go ahead.
What was Evolution?
Incorrect.
Huh.
Terry or Della, either one of you want to hazard a guess?
I'll guess Mars Attacks.
That is also incorrect.
Wrong black guy.
If I'm not mistaken, that was Earth Girls Are Easy, co-starring Gina Davis.
Sound and screen.
You really need to do some proofreading next time, Johnny. How about this? How about this? Next time, once you get them written up, how about you just send them to me so I can proofread them and actually know what I'm going to be asking before I.
I say the same thing.
I'm in agreement with chat. He's just typing them wrong just to hear you read them.
Yeah.
I reckon Johnny should send them to me to proof.
All right, so
continuing on for 3.
Sound and screen for 300. This Coen Brothers film spawned an album that makes hillbilly music cool, according to Rolling Stone.
Brother, where art thou?
That is correct.
Continuing 400.
This film was the first to feature Arnold Schwarzenegger biting off a vulture's head.
Or multiple.
I'll go Conan the Barbarian.
That is correct.
Kind of had to be. I couldn't think of anything else. Sound and screen for 500.
I'm sorry, what was that?
I said sound and screen.
Oh, we're going to finish off the category for 500, sound and screen. This feminist folkie was bounced by David Letterman's producer for refusing to swap her anti-racist ballad for a more upbeat song. And we have 5 seconds left. And the answer is Annie DeFranco.
I guess that one chick from the Catholic ads. But...
Oh, Sinead O'Connor?
Yeah. Glad I didn't.
So, Terry, you still have the board.
I'll just go written word for 100 then.
Okay. These 2,000-year-old texts were published in full for the first time in 2001 after 54 years of study.
I'll go Dead Sea Scrolls.
That is correct.
He said.
You said what? Oh, that's written word for 200.
This intergalactic thespian titled his autobiography, Get a Life.
I'm gonna go William Shatner.
The Shatner is correct.
300.
Okay. The Gospel According to the Son was penned in 1997 based off of his autobiography.
Yeah.
Got 6 seconds left. And the answer is Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
okay. I'll go 400 then.
This French novel was penned by Francois Cerisa, angering Victor Hugo's heirs. Any Francophiles in the chat or the panel? All this dead air is telling me that's a no.
Oh, okay.
Les Mis.
I was going to say something like Hunchback 2 Electric Boogaloo, so 500.
According to a Melissa Muller book, this celebrated teen and her family were written to have been ratted out by cleaning lady Lena Van Bladeren? Bladeren?
I'll just go Anne Frank.
And that is correct. So that brings us to the end of round 2. And we still have Shio in the lead going into the final round.
Big.
Look, I'm not Jack.
Currently, we have it at Shio with 2,700. I'm guessing that's Terry with 1,700. And Della with, is that negative 2,900? Wow.
Yeah, it is.
I had a squint for that one.
Muffin?
This stuff is higher protein, so.
And even without seeing the question, I know what my answer for the final Jeopardy is going to be.
Eggers?
Who are 3 people who've never been in my kitchen?
Big Kid Sports. Big Kid Sports.
Alright.
Cocksucker.
Right in.
So how do I do this? I just tell you what I'm betting?
DM. Extra secrecy.
That's ridiculous, Johnny.
100. That's what I said.
Shio's in it to win it. He's only going to wager 100.
It's not real money, and I can't. There's no prize for second place, so I'll just do the lot, 1,700.
Terry's going all in.
Fuck, same as Terry. All I got.
Dell wants to see if he can do negative 2,900.
Yeah.
Now, would that be like a See, I was only like a C student in math. Would that just cancel him out to 0, or would he like be able to multiply that?
So if he gets it right, he'd go up to 0. If he gets it wrong, he'd be 2,900 further in the hole.
Yeah. There you go.
All right. So, what is the final question?
That's fine.
I tell you what. If neither of the other two get it right, if you do manage to get it right, we'll balance you out to 0. Save your kneecaps, Stella. Alice in Wonderland character named after the county which Lewis Carroll was born.
I can't buzz in, so it doesn't matter.
Well, you're going to be writing your answers down anyway.
That's what
You're supposed to.
Well, when
all I've had was a gray button that says ready in the middle since.
Yeah, I don't have the option to enter anything.
Okay, Shio's got his entered in.
What?
Although we
Yeah.
probably should have done that as a DM.
So we're typing them in the Discord then?
Well,
Send me a DM on Discord with your answer.
Okay.
the thing is, Shia having put his guess, like I wouldn't have even thought of that, and now I've got information that I shouldn't have. Like I wouldn't have even considered it. I mean, I think he's right.
Yeah.
Well, send me the DM.
Okay, but I just thought it was cheating to. I got the answer because of Shio rather than.
Well, we're blaming Johnny for all this anyway, so.
Where the hell are you on my list to send you a DM? How do I do this?
You should just be able to click on my icon in Discord and be able to send me a message directly.
Yeah.
I'm sure you don't need to think of.
Oh, okay.
I guess I can eat more.
All right, so we have all of our answers in. Shio was our leader with 2,700. He only bet 100, and he said Cheshire. Which I'm sorry, Shio, that is incorrect. It was the character, not the county. It's the Cheshire Cat.
Well, first of all, it's Cheshire, but
And Terry did get it right because he tried to copy, Shio. He said, in fact, hold on, Johnny. He said Cheshire Cat, like Shio said.
see, I'm calling a rigging. If Terry got Ninja Turtles as his answer.
Yeah, I'm with Shio on that.
So that bumps Terry up 1,700.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But with the Ninja Turtles, if that was an issue, it should have just been more information, please, before you. I give it, rather than saying it doesn't count. It's just sort of.
And Della, he also answered Cheshire Cat, which means he goes back to 0 and doesn't have to pay the VIG with his kneecaps this week.
Yay!
Yeah.
All because Shio forgot the cat part.
Hey, I like that answer.
But No, but even if Shio had put the Cheshire Cat, he would have gone up $100 to
2,800.
yeah,
Yeah.
and I would have beaten him. Yeah.
Only because Johnny didn't plan this out very well.
Ooh.
Alright.
Or
Well,
either.
well, I can't.
Well, I mean, at this point, the only one that would really have reason to sue would be Shio. He's got standing.
Also,
Indeed.
I'm probably the only one who's actually got a lawyer. So
Ain't no lawyers. We settle this with our fists over in Knoxville.
People
Alright.
call Mike.
No, not bad at all. If we actually were to plan this out and do it right, we could probably stretch it to an hour and a half.
Especially with audio.
Next time, before we go live, we'll just pick a square, for each, the first 2 rounds. We're like, all right, that's going to be the daily double. And next time, I'll control the buzzers, so that way I know who's buzzing in, and I'll read the questions ahead of time. And he says, "Well, remember there are 2 daily doubles in the second round." That is correct, J Kid.
I'm gonna have to bounce because I got to. My mum called while I was streaming, so I got to go call her back.
Okay.
So I'll catch you guys later. Thanks for running this stream. It was fun.
Indeed. Tell your mom to call me too.
I'll pass the message on.
Cool.
All right. See you later, everyone.
Bye, Terry.
Sounds good.
Yeah, roughly. We'll definitely see about trying this again. We'll see if we can get it a little more polished up. Yeah.
It was a lot of fun.
And I'll brainstorm ways we can get chat involved next time instead of them just
Playing at the screen.
Ooh, chat versus the contestants. We need to get that timer down too, because having 30 seconds from the time the question pops up, probably only need 20. Yeah, that's.
But it does
No.
give you the option to skip early, right? Why not just pick a time that you
That's
guys
what I'm
want to
thinking.
list and then count down from there, whatever it gets to that point past, just skip it anyways.
Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. Is I'll just have like a little stopwatch or something here with me, and I'll set it for 10 seconds after I read the question out.
There you go.
If chat versus contestants, can we have the same contestants? Make it easy for us.
How dare.
Have a good one, everybody.
Good night.